Okay, hello. Hi. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so welcome all. Let us start. We'll wait 1 minute and we'll start. So, we are going to learn something very beautiful today. The first point, concept we'll be learning today is regular and irregular surfaces. We are going to learn about regular and irregular reflection from the surfaces. Regular and irregular reflection. Okay. So the topic we are, let's say, going through is light, and the subtopic we are going to learn today is regular and irregular reflection. Chaliye, let us talk about this. Okay. Also, observe these two figures. Let's say you have two figures in front of you, and what they're saying is first one, the incoming rays, these ones. Can we say these are parallel, the rays which are incoming? Can we say all of them are parallel, this A, B, C, D, and E? Are they parallel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what about this one? Let's say the other numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same, I guess, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are also parallel to each other.
Yes.
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 Direction of all of them is same. Direction of all of them is same. What about these people? Do they have the same direction?
Yes.
Yes, they have the same
Yes.
direction as such. Okay, fine. Let us focus on this. Let us just say this is MNOPQ. MNOPQ, are they parallel to each other?
Yes.
Yes, so they also have same direction. What about the reflected rays? These ones, like say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are they parallel to each other?
No.
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 And is the direction same?
No.
No.
No,
No.
direction is also not same. So, can we say, suppose let us say, why this is happening? Just let us just look at the surface. This surface is a straight line. The surface is a straight line. So that means the surface is smooth. Okay. Now this is wavy. Okay. So opposite of smooth is
Rough.
Rough.
rough. Okay.
Rough.
So the surface must be rough. That's why it's happening. Do we have any example of smooth surface? Can we say it's a mirror? Mirror is a perfect example. Smooth surface, very, very smooth. Can you give me some example for rough? Anything which is rough surface. What do you think about roads?
Wooden lock.
Is road a perfect example for rough, particularly Parvani roads? What do you think? Is it
Yes.
correct? Yes. So that
Yes.
means
Yes.
irregular reflection happens in which kind of surfaces? Rough
Rough
surface.
surfaces.
And regular reflection happens in
Smooth
smoother
surfaces.
surfaces. Okay, so if let's say somebody is asking you what is the main difference between let's say regular and irregular reflection. Okay, so what you're going to say? Uh, is there any problem with the incoming rays, incident rays of both of them, regular, irregular? Are they same?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
then what is different? Reflected rays.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so what we are doing going to
Yes.
do is we are going to define regular reflection in terms of reflected rays. So regular reflection is such a reflection in which reflected rays are parallel or not. Reflected rays are parallel or not? What should we write?
Yes.
They are
Not.
parallel.
Parallel.
They are parallel. Okay. What about irregular? What to write? Irregular reflection is a kind of reflection in which reflected rays are
Not
Not
parallel.
parallel.
okay. Reflected rays are not
Not
parallel.
parallel.
Good, good. And in the definition, can we also add the surface? What kind of surface do we have for regular?
Smooth surface.
Smooth
Smooth
surface.
surface.
Smooth surface.
Smooth surface.
And what about this one, irregular?
Rough surface.
Rough
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 surface.
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 Okay, so rough surface. So examples of smooth are very much simpler, like something like suppose let's
Mirror.
say a highly polished surface.
Metal, glass.
Yes, that will also do. Even the tile, suppose let's say. But if you're talking about irregular surfaces, so the examples are very simple. That is wood. Then you can talk about walls and then paper as well. All these are rough surfaces. Even though sometimes you might think that let's say the walls are very much smooth, they are not. They have lots of deformities. So if you are comparing them with the mirrors, definitely they are very much irregular. Okay, so let us just have a quick revision. Just a question: out of regular and irregular reflection, uh, which one uh, which one's reflected rays travel in different directions?
Irregular
Irregular.
reflection.
Irregular reflection.
Reflection.
Good, irregular reflection. And irregular reflection happens because of what kind of surface?
Rough
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 surface.
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 Rough
Rough
surface.
surface.
Okay, so you have understood what exactly is the point. Very simple. Now let us talk about these questions from the book. See, based on what we have learned last time, these are just simple questions. A reflection from an irregular surface forms a sharp image, is a diffuse reflection, reflects light in different directions, forms a blurred image.
See.
Reflects light.
Reflects light
Light
in
in
different
different
See.
directions.
directions.
Reflect lights
Exactly.
in different direction.
A plane mirror forms a dash image. This was taught to you in the last period, suppose let's say, which we took after Diwali.
A and
Both
B.
A
Sir, can
and
you
B.
repeat
Both A and
once?
Both
B.
A and B.
Sorry?
Both A and B.
Option D.
No, somebody said something to repeat. What happened?
Both A and B.
Okay, so plane mirror forms what kind of image? Obviously, both, that is lateral also, virtual also, or inverted. What do you think? Inverted is not possible, right? Virtual is possible, lateral inversion. So both. The angle of incidence is dash to the angle of reflection.
Equal.
Equal. Equal.
Equal.
Equal.
Equal according to the laws of reflection. Very simple. Angles are same. Let us talk about this. Suppose we are going to talk about a new concept now. The name of the concept is multiple reflection. Multiple reflection. Now, see, there are different ways in which you can keep mirrors, let's say, against each other. There can be three mirrors, there can be two mirrors, there can be four mirrors. But in our syllabus, we have only multiple reflection of two mirrors. Something like, suppose let's say if you are keeping the mirrors like this, and if we keep an object in front of it, obviously we are going to get multiple images, right? Same thing that happens in a, let's say, a shop where there are parallel mirrors kept there. So the same thing is happening here also. So as there are two mirrors, this is mirror one, this is mirror two, and if you keep an object in front of it, we are going to get multiple images. Now in our syllabus we have a formula through which we can calculate this. The angle between this has to be measured. The angle between what? Mirrors. And that can be used to find out a number of images. Now there is a very simple formula. Number of images formed is equal to 360 degree by degree of angle between the mirrors minus 1. Let us just have some details of this. Just think that the angle between the mirrors, suppose it is 60 degree. Suppose the angle is 60 degree. Number of images. How can we find out number of images? Number of images is equal to 360 by degree of angle between mirrors. In our question, how much is the degree?
60
60.
degrees.
60.
Okay, okay, so it is 60. Now, if it is 60 and then minus 1, according to BODMAS, first we need to divide this, right? Then only we can subtract. Chalo, so we can just cancel out that 0. 6 ones are 6. How much are 36?
6
6
Six.
Okay, 6
6
6 are 36. So what is remaining? 6 minus 1. 6 minus 1 is
5.
5.
5. So 5 images are created, let's say, in these two mirrors. That's it. Matlab, like, if you want to find out number of images, all you require is 360 by your angle minus 1. That's it. So help me out to find out if angle is 180 degree. Help me out to identify number of images. Chalo. Number of images would be how much? 360 by 180 minus 1. Chalo. 18 ones are 18 2. So 2 minus 1 is how much?
1.
1.
1. Very simple. Now, can you do one thing? Can you please find out if angle is angle is suppose, let's say, 45 degree. Can you please find out number of images and let me know? Do the calculation in your notebook somewhere and you can tell me the answer.
Seven images.
7 images.
Okay, let us check out. Some students have given the answer.
7 images.
Okay, one more student has given. Prutha, I guess. Okay, let us check out. 360 by 45 minus 1. Okay, so this comes in the table of 9. 9 5s are 45, 9 4s are 36, 40, 5 ones are 5 8s are. Okay, so 8 minus 1, that is how much? 7 images. Very simple. Okay, so in the exam, if they have given angle, would you be able to calculate? It's a very simple formula, right? Nothing much to.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let us have. So, what we have learned right now, what is the name of the concept? Multiple reflections.
Multiple reflection.
So, multiple reflection happens only in two mirrors, or more than two mirrors also, multiple reflection is possible.
More than 2
More
mirrors.
than 2 mirrors.
More than two mirrors is also possible, right? But that we do not have in our syllabus. In our syllabus, we have only two mirror multiple reflection. That's it. Now we have one device in our syllabus which is called as periscope. Okay, so let us just see what exactly is that. Okay, so this is based on multiple reflection. In the exam, they might ask you give an example of multiple reflection. Okay, so that example is periscope. Periscope. Okay, so let us try to understand this what exactly. Have you seen in the movies, suppose let's say inside the submarine from underwater, they see what is happening at the surface from the submarine? Has anybody seen in the movies? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me just give you an example so that you can understand it better. Okay, so it is something like this. So you have submarine at the bottom, and this is your periscope. Matlab, like you can stay inside the submarine, and under the water you can see what is happening at the surface, like if there are some enemy ships or not. So it has to be observed from the inside, something like this. Okay, so the people, let's say underwater Navy people, what they do is they see from the periscope. Obviously, it is more advanced. What we are saying is just very rudimentary, but basically, it is based on this principle only. So this is the one. Okay, so what we are saying is very simple, but it's very much technical in actual submarine. As you can see, it's a heavy machinery. Let us see what is there in our syllabus. So, tell me one thing before we go ahead. I just need some basics of mathematics. Uh, okay. Uh, Just let me understand this. Okay, let me just have an image so that it will be very easy to make you understand. Okay, so what is this?
Protector.
Protractor.
Obviously, it's a protractor. Now, if this is the line, you know how to measure it, right? How to use it? I hope you're in it now, so obviously you must be
Yes,
knowing how to
sir.
use it.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so this is the
Yes.
baseline. Now, this is 90 degree. Can you tell me, suppose just by roughly, how much angle that this might be?
45.
45 degree.
45 degree.
Correct. Total is 90. So if I'm drawing a line in between, so that means something like 45 degree. So that means if I have such kind of line, suppose let's say if this is my line, so I can draw line here. This will be my 45 degree, or I can draw the line on the other side, and I will still get 45 degree. Or I might even draw a line here, and I might get again 45 degree. And again, I might draw a line in another side that again I will get 45 degree. So it's just a line in between, right? Now observe this. Observe this. If I draw a baseline here, or suppose even at the top, even at the top, what do you think is this angle, this line?
45 degree.
45 degree.
45
45 degree.
45 degree, because we just have seen same goes for this as well. If this is the baseline angle, 45 again, right? For this mirror. So in the exam, if they're asking you at what angle the mirror should be kept, so is your answer would be?
45 degree.
45 degree.
45 degree.
So it's so simple, right? So in periscopes, only see there are two questions that will be asked you in the exam. The first thing they are going to ask you is periscope is based on what principle? So what is the principle?
Multiple
Multiple reflection.
reflection.
Multiple reflection.
Multiple reflection. Second question they would be interested to ask you is what is the angle kept between mirrors? That is again
45
very, very
degree.
singularly
45 degree.
45 degree. And how many mirrors are you using?
Two
Two
mirrors.
mirrors.
Two mirrors
Mirrors.
are being used because with the help of the two mirrors, we can easily, let's say, are able to obtain whatever is happening at the surface. So this is my mirror one, and this is my mirror two, and that's it. I think this was more simple, right? Now, question is the rays of light. These rays of light, can we say are they are getting reflected?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
basically, like there is reflection in the exam. Apart from suppose multiple reflection, see there is ample, let's say, point given here that if they ask in the exam what is happening exactly, so reflection is happening that you already know, and there is a word for it also inside the multiple reflection. Multiple reflection is basically like it is depending on reflection. By the way, in the exam, if they're asking you, if they have given you figure like this, and they're asking you how many reflections have occurred, how much you will tell? How many reflections have occurred?
Two.
This is the first one. This is the second one. Okay, so two reflections are happening, right? That's it. Acha, tell me one thing. Is the same device, let's say, available here, matlab, like as it is, or of some modifications?
Modifications.
Obviously, modification. This is not simple as it looks like, right? Obviously, the machine in the submarine is quite different. Now, let us just have one more, suppose, let's say, a concept called as refraction. Okay. Now, the word you initially learned was reflection. What is reflection?
Bouncing back of light.
Okay, bouncing back. What was the another condition about medium? Suppose, hint.
Medium should be same.
Medium should be same or different. Medium should be same. Okay, that was the rule told last time. So medium should be same, medium same. Now, refraction is opposite to this. Refraction is opposite to, suppose, let's say, reflection. Let us just have understanding of this. If it is opposite, initially the medium was same. In refraction, what is going to happen?
Medium is
Different.
different.
Okay, so medium changes. Medium changes. Let us have some examples of this. Suppose the light is traveling from air to water, or maybe the light is traveling from diamond to petrol. Okay, so then we are going to say the medium is changing, of course, and there would be refraction. But main question is, what is so different about refraction? Let us just have some example. Suppose you went to a market, and in the market, let's say 50 people are available. Like they are walking on the road. You also went there in the market, and there is another market. This is market X, and this is market Y. And in market Y, when you went, around 5,000 people were, let's say, walking on the road. Now, just asking you, out of these two cases, where your speed would be slow if you're walking on those roads?
Why
Market
markets?
Y.
Why? Of course, reason.
People are more.
People are more, right? So obviously your speed will be slow because lots of people are
More.
there in your way, and here your speed will be fast, right? Because people are less. Speed fast, speed slow. Now tell me one thing. Uh, Out of solid and gas, whose particles are more close to each other?
Solid.
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 Okay, solid. Okay, the solids have particles. Let's say lots of particles.
Solid.
Okay, fine, solid. What about gas? Particles are less, right? Now you tell me. Is it the same condition like that market?
Yes.
It
Yes,
is.
sir.
Now tell me, suppose light is traveling in solid and gas, like you traveled in the market. Where would be the speed slow? In which medium?
In solid.
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 Solid speed is very much slow. Reason?
Molecules are tightly
Particles are
packed.
far from each other.
Okay. Molecules are very close to each other, so light might not be able to travel with the same speed. So light speed is very slow. Light speed is very slow. What about gas? Light speed? Slow or fast?
Fast.
Fast.
Ah,
Fast.
Fast. Okay. Chal. Now let us just have example. Uh, this is air. This is water, for example. Now light is traveling. Suppose, let's say, from air. Suppose, let's say, it is traveling. Now it has come to this point, this particular water boundary between air and water. Now it is going inside the water. Tell me one thing. Out of air and water, who is more dense?
Water.
Water
Water.
is
water.
water is more dense. What about air?
Less
Rare?
dense.
Okay, less dense, yeah, फिर rare we can say. The speed of light will be more in which case?
Air.
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 Okay, obviously speed is maximum and speed here is minimum. Okay. Now, just asking. Now it has three paths. This is the straight one, first one. This is the second one, and this is the third one. Can you guess out of these three, one, two, and three, what will be the path taken by light?
Two.
See, two means that the speed is not changing. Matlab, like, do you think the speed is not changing if it is going from air to water? This means the speed is same. This means the speed has increased actually. And this means the speed has decreased. Now tell me, which path will you go for?
3.
Three.
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 Three,
Three.
obviously. Because the speed
Three.
is decreasing. That's why initially the path was that one, the second one, initial path. But now it has changed. So the path has changed. Agreed? Path has changed.
Yes.
Question is
Yes.
why? Why the path changed? What changed exactly? What was the
Because
problem?
of speed.
Okay,
Due to refraction.
speed decreased, right? Speed decreased. and that's why your path changed. And now that path change, we have a word for it. Like in reflection, you have a word of bouncing. In path change, we have a word called as bending. Bending is not like your bending, like if we are bending, like our body is bending, not like that. Path change of light is called as bending. Okay, and that bending is nothing but called as refraction. Okay, so again, let us revise this. Refraction. For reflection, what is the keyword?
Bouncing of light.
Okay.
Back of this.
Bouncing back of light. Okay, bouncing back of light. Same medium, different medium.
Same medium.
Okay.
Same medium.
Same medium. Refraction. Keyword.
Bending of light.
Yes, it's a bending of light. Bending of light. And what about medium?
Medium changes.
Medium.
Medium changes, right? Medium changes. What about the speed in refraction?
It
Does,
decreases.
Speed changes.
speed changes, right? Speed changes. What about reflection?
Speed is same.
See,
Speed.
medium is same. Matlab it is not changing medium.
Remaining time.
So if the medium is not changing, so that means the speed will remain same. Speed will not change because it's not changing its medium. It's traveling in air only or water only. So speed is not going to change. So I hope you're understanding the difference between the two. Very simple.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us have an example of this, matlab like a photo, so that you can understand it more better. So this is what is an example of refraction. Your pencil, it looks like it is bending, right? It looks bent. And that the reason is very simple, because the light rays are traveling from your air. This is outside part is air, whatever you are looking. This upper part is in the air, so that is your the light rays are reflecting from that surface, and there are light rays which are coming from this water, and that's why it looks like it is let's say bent, or maybe it is broken in between, but it is not. So this is nothing but example of refraction. So in the exam, if they are asking you definition of refraction, what will you tell? Refraction is nothing but
Bending of light.
Bending
bending
of
of
light.
light. And does the medium change?
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
that has to be told that medium changes. So let me just give you a proper example of this. This one. Now can you observe that best example of refraction? The upper part is in air, lower part is in water. That's why they look different. But is it really broken in between?
No.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So this is due to bending of light. Very simple. Okay. Now let us talk about something called as prism. Have you seen, let's say, prism, or at least in movies or maybe in the books somewhere? The shape.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, right? Everybody is very much they're interested in the prism. This is the prism we are talking about. So what happens is that if prism is hit by white light, if prism is hit by white light, then it creates 7 colors. Then it creates 7 colors. Tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. This is glass prism, right? Prism is a shape, and this is made up of glass, so we call it glass prism. Just asking you a question. Is this glass prism working on some kind of electricity? Or maybe some kind of energy? No energy, nothing,
No.
right?
No.
Okay.
No.
So main question is where the 7 colors are coming from. Can we say these 7 colors are actually coming from that white light only?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
obviously. See, because if it is not a machine, so definitely the 7 colors were there initially. Something changed and created these 7 colors. Okay, we want to know what. So this white light actually, this is coming from where? From your sun. I know you must have seen pictures of sun. It looks yellow, right? Obviously, The sun looks yellow, but the light it gives is white. The light it gives is white, even though the sun's color is yellow. Forget about the color of the sun. You focus on the light which is giving. It is giving white light. Now white light is made up of 7 colors. White light is made up of 7 colors. Question is, then why we are not able to get 7 colors like initially? So when light is traveling, can we say, uh, this particular part which I have shown, this is actually in air. The light, suppose let's say whatever we are talking, initially it was in air.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So can we just say if they are in air, the white light, it is not showing any 7 colors, right? 7 colors are not being shown right now. The only white light is being shown. Can we say they are traveling in a combined form? They are combined.
Yes.
So that's why. We are not able to see those 7 colors. Then what happened in between? Can we say they got split up? It's a very it's a very simple deduction. See,
Yes.
7 colors we have received only because the light got split into 7 different colors. Okay, so this particular phenomenon is called as dispersion. What we call it? Dispersion.
Dispersion.
So what is dispersion? Dispersion is a splitting. Correct? Dispersion is what? Splitting of which light?
White
White.
light.
White light.
White light. Into how many colors?
Seven
7 colors.
colors.
Okay, 7 different colors. 7 different colors. Are those colors same? No. So we are
No.
going to
No.
add one more word. 7 different colors we are going to say. Now let us just have let's say the names of those. See, this is one of the acronym you can use mnemonics for let's say remembering this. The mnemonics is VIBJOR. Okay, VIBJOR, that has to be remembered. This is mnemonic. V stands for violet.
Violet.
I stands for indigo.
Indigo.
B stands for blue.
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 G stands for
Green.
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 Y
Yellow.
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 O
Orange.
orange. And R.
Red.
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 Okay. So I think you have understood, let's say, what, let's say, and why this sequence is important, because in this sequence only we are going to get our rainbow. This is basically our rainbow, and we are going to get those 7 colors in this particular sequence only. That's why it's very important that you remember this mnemonics. Can you write it somewhere in your book? Like say in the dispersion of light page, on page number 247 of textbook, there is the concept called as dispersion. Somewhere you need to write this. They have given 7 colors. I just want you to write this mnemonic so that it will be easy for you to remember. Vibjor sequence. Okay, let me know once you have written that.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. Now, just a question for you. This particular 7 colors, does it look like a band? Yes,
Yes.
it looks like a band, and that band has a name. That band has a name. We call it spectrum. We call it spectrum. So, what exactly is spectrum? What is it exactly?
Band of seven
Band
Band.
colors.
of seven
Band of
colors.
7 different colors.
Okay, band of 7 different colors. Great. Okay. Now, the person who did this experiment and actually got these 7 colors, you know that person is very famous, and it's Newton. Isaac Newton.
Newton.
Okay, so Newton has performed this experiment of prism, and he got 7 different colors. Very simple. Okay. Acha, tell me one thing. Just asking you, based on you must have understood the refraction part, right? I just want to use your application part now. Outside part is air. Inside part is what? Material.
Glass.
Glass.
Solid.
Glass.
Light is traveling from air to glass. Will the light bend?
Yes.
Yes, obviously,
Yes.
obviously the light will bend because, and what we call it? Refraction.
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 Okay, so can we say refraction is also happening here? See, the phenomenon is
Yes.
dispersion, but refraction is also happening. Now, tell me one thing. This light, upper part, that is red, right? Lower part is which one?
Yes.
Violet.
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 Don't you think violet has bent more?
Yes.
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 So can we say each of those seven colors have different refraction angles? They refract at different angles.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that is another next important point, that in dispersion, all the light rays, they do not come in same angle. They have different angles as such. Who is at the top? Red.
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 And
Red.
who is at the bottom?
Violet.
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 And
Violet.
the sequences? Wibjor.
Va-
Please remember this. R is at the top. That means who is the second one?
Orange.
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 Okay, so that
Orange.
means first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So who is at the number fifth color?
Blue.
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 Blue. Okay. So in the exam, if they give you, let's say the numbers, suppose let's say from the top, fourth color or third color, would you be able to identify?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very simple, right? So example of dispersion is, where do we get this seven different colors?
Refraction.
A
Rainbow.
rainbow is the perfect example. So let us talk about this one. Dispersion, bending of light, bouncing of light, white light.
White light.
White light.
White light.
Okay, ठीक है. Refraction,
Bending
Bending
of
of
White light.
bending of light.
bending. Reflection,
bouncing of light.
Bouncing of
Bouncing
light.
of light.
okay. Now, next part. Uh, that bending of light, that means refraction. Uh, let's talk about dispersion first because it's very simple. White light. Should we connect it to prism, plane mirror, or coin appears to be raised?
Prism.
Prism.
Okay, connected to prism. What about plane mirrors? Will it have refraction or reflection?
Reflection.
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 Okay, correct. So that is reflection. So bending of light will be going with coin that appears raised. Have you ever tossed your coin inside a glass full of water, or maybe in a swimming pool, or maybe in somewhere like a river or something like that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that particular coin appears raised, right? Matlab, like it looks like it is above inside the water, but it is not.
Yes.
Okay, so let me just give you one example, so that will be easy for you to understand the photo. So this is the one. Okay, looks like that coin is above, correct? But it is not. We are able to see it above, and what is the reason why it looks raised? What is the phenomenon?
Refraction.
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 Very simple. Refraction is the reason why it looks raised. So whatever the position we are able to see of that coin, is it the correct position or false position?
False position.
False position.
Obviously, a false
False.
position, apparent position. It's not correct. It's a wrong position. Okay. Now, can you tell me? Suppose you are in a river. ठीक है, you are, let's say, just on the banks of a river, and you are trying to catch fish. There is a fish inside the river. You are trying to catch it, and you are not able to. Can you give me the reason why you are not able to catch the fish?
Due to refraction.
Due to refraction, because you thought that fish is somewhere, but actually what you saw was not the actual position. You saw the first position of the fish, you thought the fish is there, you went for that fish, but you were not able to get it. And the reason is very simple. It's because of what? Refraction. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay or not?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Chalo. Any doubts till now, if you have?
No, sir.
Okay, till now there are no doubts. Fine. Okay, see, one important point is that what we are going to do is after certain days, see, you are going to have exam in the next month, right? And the 10th exams are also starting, so I'm busy in those classes right now. But what I'm willing to do is you start studying from, let's say, today itself for all the subjects, science, maths, SST, English, Hindi, whatever you have. And we will have certain quizzes over this so that for your practice. Will it be fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And
Yes, sir.
that is totally voluntary. See, it's up to you because as you can see, the concepts are not very hard. Suppose let's say whatever I taught you, you must have seen science is very simple. Same goes for other subjects also. Now it depends how you are being taught, but technically all the subjects are so simple. All it requires is little bit of your attention. But more important is, let me just ask you one thing. I took your, let's say I taught you this concept, right? The formula. Uh, but what actually made you understand this? Was it the bottom part, this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
what do we call them? Questions?
Questions.
Okay. So main thing is not just understanding the concept. See, concept understanding is obviously important, but main thing is question practice. Without question practice, you cannot understand what exactly is going to be asked. And we can cover many topics if you have understood properly. Suppose let's say the concept, we can cover lots of questions. So if we go for such kind of quizzes, I hope everybody is let's say familiar with menti quizzes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I'm willing to do is I will be giving you certain topics. Suppose let us say today is 19th. Suppose if I give a hypothetical date to you like 25th of November, for example, 2021, and I told you the topic, that the topics which are going to be asked today are multiple reflections. Then I give you some subtopics, because you are just kids, you are just in 8th, so I won't be burdening you like giving you the whole lesson, but at least I can give you subtopics. So would you prepare this on 24th? I will be letting you know on 24th itself about the quiz that is going to be taken on 25th. So prepare it and then you can give the quiz. Will it be okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Okay, so see, what I want from your side is just attend the quizzes, practice it properly, and excel in the exams, because I think even you want to score properly so that you'll be appreciated for your talent. And I think every student can get out of marks. It's not very hard. You can get out of marks in science, maths, and SST, English, and every subject. But it just requires little bit of your time, and then you can enjoy the rest of it. Okay, so let us start with that. I have already sent, I guess, the notes of sound to you, and kindly start revising them. I have sent it on, let's say, on WhatsApp. You can check the previous messages, print it, and you can start revising. I don't know whether I will be able to give you notes of other lessons also, like which are not physics related, like chemistry and bio, because I'm currently busy right now. But from maybe after the exams, after December, I might be able to give it. Matlab, like for the next, let's say, lessons as such. For now, can you prepare from our book between us, that Science Matters? For now. For my
Yes, sir.
lessons, I will give you the notes,
Yes,
that,
sir.
that is sound and light. But for other lessons, you need to prepare from the book. Okay? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, any doubts till now? If you have, do ask, and we will take the quizzes in such a way so that your, let's say, your preparation of science would be very perfect. You will get out of scores. That's what is the aim. So let us start it from upcoming week, like after maybe 25 or maybe after 30. I don't know, because the exams are going to start for 10th from 22nd of this month. So I will let you know the dates, but by that time, can you please start revising? Don't waste your holidays. I know it's holidays. It's cruel to ask you that please study even on your holidays like Sundays and Fridays. But I want you to study, okay? Because the exam is very near in the next month. Okay. So you require quizzes for which subject? Like science, obviously we will go for it. Require it for SST, social science, and what about maths? Require it or not?
Yes.
Okay. So we will go for those quizzes as well, and accordingly you have to prepare and attend the quizzes. Let's have a fair competition. So we will be having online classes tomorrow also and day after tomorrow also, so that our this particular lesson will be completed in time properly. Actually, I was not let's say interested to take it today because it was holiday, but as you know, our periods are already limited, so it's better not to waste, because anyway we had a period today. Just because of holiday we were not able to take it, so I took it today. So tomorrow at the same time, fine, 9 a.m. or maybe the timings I will let you know, because there is open house to tomorrow for 9th and 10th. So I need to check that timings, and then accordingly I will let you know. But tomorrow there is again a class. Chalo then. For today, we will just close it and we'll meet tomorrow for our next topic, that is human eye, and we'll talk about the rest of the things. But before we go, let me just take your attendance and then you can leave for today and enjoy your holiday. By the way, what are the plans for today? Till the time I take your attendance, are there any plans for today? What you're going to do? Sleep, enjoy food. What you're going to do? Or TV maybe?
Sir, I'm going to make some momos.
Kya baat hai? And what about movies? Nobody is going to watch movies today. Seriously.
Netflix, sir.
You are kids. You are supposed to enjoy. Chalo then. Thank you so much for today. Your attendance has been marked, and we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you.
Bye, sir. Have
Thank
a
you,
great
sir.
day.
Bye. Have a